back to a new learning session. Dear students, today we are going to talk something very interesting. Look at the screen, all of you. There is an expression for you. Do you know the meaning of this word? Monday blues. The word blues means feeling of sadness. Monday blues refers to the laziness one gets to get work. Fine. So for example, we are having the luxuries, the freedom of weekends, Saturdays and Sundays. Again, on Monday morning, we have to get ready to go to school. So, definitely, we will be slightly reluctant to get up early in the morning to get ready for our work. Right? So, that feeling is Monday blues. As I told you, Monday blues is an expression that refers to the laziness, lack of interest, lack of energy, lack of zeal and enthusiasm that a person experiences on the morning of Mondays. Dear ones, look at the slide which is being displayed for you. Let me introduce an interesting novel, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, written by the famous American publisher and novelist Mark Twain. In your Esther literature textbook, your first chapter, Tom has a toothache, is adapted from this famous novel. The book details the coming of the age story of a very mischievous and innocent little child, Tom Sawyer. He was an orphan. The whole novel gives an account of his many adventurous deeds. Tom Sawyer, as I told you, he was an orphan. He was living with his Aunt Polly, and half-brother Sid in a small Midwestern town in the 19th century USA. In this excerpt, Tom pretends to have a severe toothache to get out of going to school. One fine Monday morning, Tom is lying in his bed and he is thinking, how can I miss out the classes today? How can I convince Aunt Polly by giving an excuse? By giving a convincing excuse, because it's very difficult to convince Auntie, because Aunt Polly knows Tom very well. Tom Sawyer doesn't want to go to school. For him, classrooms are a prison. All his freedoms are restricted over there by his teachers. Instead of going to school, Tom would love to wander around the countryside. He would go to the riverbank, he would go for fishing or swimming. My dear children, please look at the screen. We are going to talk about the life, the adventures of Tom Sawyer.
Now, in this extract, we have three characters: Tom Sawyer, the protagonist, the main character, Aunt Polly, and Sid. Tom Sawyer lives with Aunt Polly and his half-brother Sid in a Midwestern town in the 19th century USA. One fine morning on a Monday, Tom feels that, yes, I don't want to go to school today. If I sick, I can leave, I can skip the classes today. In this excerpt, Tom has a toothache. Tom pretends to have a severe toothache to get out of going to school. On a bright Monday morning, Tom is lying on his bed and he is thinking, how can I skip the classes? He is thinking of some lame excuses to miss the classes. Suddenly he feels a kind of colicky symptoms, a kind of stomach pain. Okay, and he is praying, okay, let it go worse. Then, so that I can tell Aunt Polly that I am having colicky pain or stomach ache, I am not going to school. This is the one example that he has designed in his mind to avoid going to school. But unfortunately, to his bad luck, this colicky symptoms were feebly, they were growing feeble, they were becoming weak, and suddenly they died off. Now he doesn't have any stomach ache. He felt a stomach ache, now it's not there. Oh, now I have to find out some other reason to miss the classes. See? And he is examining his whole body. Later on he found out one of his upper front teeth was loose. Yes, this can be another reason to skip the classes. One of the upper teeth is loose. I will tell on Polly, the tooth is loose and I have pain, I will not go to school. But suddenly he realizes that if I tell my tooth is loose, Aunt Polly will pull it out. And it will be more painful also. I won't be able to bear that pain if it is removed. Correct? Yes. Again he is thinking how to fabricate an excuse to miss the classes. See, another reason, sore toe. He just examined his feet and found out a sore toe. And yes, this can be the reason to avoid the classes today. Okay, he fixed. Now I will show my sore toe and I will convince Aunt Polly that I am having severe pain on my toe. I will not go to school. Okay, I need proper rest. Okay, see, after examining his sore toe, our Tom started crying loudly. He started groaning as if he was not able to bear that pain of sore toe. Sid, his half brother, is sleeping next to him. When this young boy Tom started groaning and he started crying louder, my God, I am dying, I am going to die, this pain I cannot bear, please take me to the doctor. See, in this way he started crying. Okay, hearing this screaming and cries of our Tom, Sid, who was sleeping next to Tom, just he woke up. Okay, and his groans woke Sid up. And Sid asked him, Tom, brother, what happened to you? Yesterday night you were sleeping peacefully and we were playing yesterday and you were perfectly happy and healthy yesterday, very happy yesterday. What happened this morning? You just woke up from your sleep and started crying. What happened to you? Anything hurt you? What happened? Are you okay? See? He told Sid to call Aunt Polly. No, don't talk to me much, please. My dear Sid, call Aunt Polly. I am dying. This sore toe is killing me. I cannot bear this pain. Please call Aunt Polly. See the way the child is manipulating a situation. Okay. And Sid went to call Aunt Polly, telling that Tom is crying, he is having some health issues, he is telling he is having pain, he is not able to bear it. Auntie, please come. Okay, Aunt Polly went to see Tom. Okay, Tom told her that his sore toe was mortified. Mortified means completely decayed. Okay, sore toe is decayed and I am having that pain, awful pain. I cannot bear it, auntie. I cannot bear it. I am going to die with this pain. See, Aunt Polly understood him because she knows how
Tom Sawyer
is. Tom doesn't want to school. He always loves to roam around the place. He always wants to go to the river bank for fishing. Okay, otherwise he doesn't want to go to school. He hates school. It's a prison for him. Classrooms are a prison for
Tom Sawyer.
So, and Aunt Polly understood him. She told, okay, please don't say such nonsense. Are you going to die with your sore toe? Are you going to die with this pain? Don't say such nonsense, okay? And behave properly. See, again, okay, okay, this is the one excuse that he gave, sore toe. But he couldn't convince Aunt Polly with the pain of the sore toe. Okay, she didn't believe him. So, what is another excuse? He had already kept one of the upper front teeth which was loose. Again he is telling, Aunt, I have severe toothache, I cannot go to school. Okay, Aunt Polly said, don't worry, I will remove this tooth. Okay, you are having severe toothache, right? And it's loose also, right? So we can remove it easily. Don't worry. Let me get some materials to pluck or to pull this aching tooth out. Then your pain will be alleviated. You don't worry. Then you can go to school. Okay, so and Aunt Polly gave this solution to him, and Aunt was about to get some silk thread and a chunk of fire to extract his loose tooth. Suddenly Tom got scared because he won't be able to bear that pain of removing that tooth which is purely perfectly healthy, right? So he stopped her. Aunt, no, I cannot bear that pain. Please don't pull out my teeth. Let it be there. I will go to school. Aunt Polly told him. See, Aunt Polly consoled him and told him that, please, dear Tom, you are a very good child. You are a very good innocent child. I know that you don't want to go to school, but don't play such pranks, okay, because such outrageous pranks, I am using the same word which is used in the textbook. Don't use such outrageous pranks. It will break my old heart. So behave properly. I know you are a good child. Now you may go to your bed, sleep for some time peacefully. After some time, let's see what we can do. Children, this is the extract which is given in the first chapter of your Esther textbook. See, don't you want to know the climax of this story? See, later Aunt Polly, when Tom wakes up from his sleep, Aunt Polly slowly removes that loose front tooth with a silk thread and a chunk of fire. Later on, happily Tom went to school. There in the school, he accidentally met a new character of the novel Huckleberry Finn. Here is the mind map of the lesson. Tom has a toothache. As I told you, the novel The Adventures of Tom Sawyer is written by an American novelist, Mark Twain. The novel The Adventures of Tom Sawyer deals with the life and mischievous deeds of a very young, very naughty and an enterprising young boy, Tom Sawyer. The Adventures of a Young Boy, Tom Sawyer. Tom wants to skip his school, so he pretends that he has a severe toothache. Sid went to inform Aunt Polly that Tom is crying, he is groaning out of severe pain. Aunt Polly rushes to him, but amused to be told that Tom has a sore toe. See, so Tom switches tracks. He is giving so many excuses to skip the class and complains about having a toothache. The new complaint is having a toothache. So Aunt Polly offers to pull out the tooth, but he declines that offer and informs her that he doesn't want to stay home from school. Here is an activity for you. I have written some words over here with some mistakes in their spelling. And just find out whether I have written all the spellings over here or not. I think I have missed out some of the letters over here. First, read out all the words given here and try to find out the correct spellings of each word. You can use your textbook to get the words, correct words. First one, outrageous, means very bad, improper. Second one, rubbish. Colicky, then aggravated. Colicky refers to stomach pain, and aggravated means something increased. Try to find out the correct spelling of these words. Let me give you the answers for you. First one, outrageous spelling is O-U-T-R-A-G-E-O-U-S. Rubbish is R-U-B-B-A-G-E. Colicky, C-O-L-I-C-K-Y, colicky. Colicky pain means stomach pain. Aggravated, A-G-G-R-A-V-A-T-E, aggravated, something increased. Dear students, we will be doing the same activity with some more examples in our online interaction class. Before the class, after watching this video, please go through the lesson. You will love reading it. And if possible, try to get the novel The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. You will enjoy reading it because it refers to the life and mischievous deeds and pranks of a young child of your own age. Dear students, let's meet in the next online session. Till then, all of you take care. God bless.